Good morning. It's quite early. I've come up to the barn quite early, but it's cold, so I thought I'd make a video. Actually, the video that I was going to make is, the video that I started making, I got 3.5 minutes into it, is about the fact that 1/3 of local roads are going to fail within the next 5 years. This is from Fleet News, article there. And it basically says that 52% of local roads in England and Wales, equivalent to 106,000 miles, have got less than 15 years of structural life remaining, new research suggests. But I'm not really sure if I need to do that video because I'm not sure we're going to make it to 15 years, which is a bit depressing. I think the economy is completely knackered, and I don't think people are being completely honest with just how bad things are in the UK at the moment. Yes, it hasn't rained for quite a while, which is very rare for the UK, and we've had a run of good weather, but that's also very, very bad for farmers. Strange things going on in the sky this morning, but that's a conspiracy theory. Anyway, let's not talk about conspiracy theories or anything. Let's just talk about the economy, right? New cars registered to fleets suffer double-digit decline in April. This was posted the 6th of May. 2 days ago. The UK's new car market suffered its sixth fall in the past 7 months in April, reflecting a fragile economic backdrop and weakened consumer confidence. Sales of cars and sales of houses are two things that not only drive the economy because of all the industries that are around them. Housing is DIY stores, and it's decorators, and it's gardeners, and it's everything. And cars is the same as well, automotive parts supply, and then garages and petrol stations, everything. They're all connected. They're two real good signifiers as to what the economy is actually doing. We know that the housing market is in major trouble because the government have made it so expensive to move house with stamp duty and whatnot. And houses have got so expensive that houses have made it more expensive to move house. That's just the way they are. So things are slowing down on the house market front. Now we're seeing it. We've been seeing it in cars as well. We know that there's no money in the classic car market unless you're in the enthusiast game, because I've been saying this in my auction videos, which incidentally aren't earning me any money. With YouTube, you get your revenue on your videos. You're always like 2 days behind. And today I just got the initial money report on how much the auction video has made from the other day. 67,000 views now, and it was half an hour long. That's respectable numbers in terms of YouTube. And from a pay rate point of view, it's not worth me making any more auction videos. How sad is that? And I get really annoyed about it because that's good quality content. And it takes a lot of time to research and make and then edit those videos. And when you put them online, even if they get the views, YouTube and their advertisers go, no, we don't value this. Very interesting. What else is interesting is when I reposted my Volvo EV test drive review a few days ago, I had 3 times the pay rate. So make what you will of that. I think that what all of this means is the economy is far more knackered than the people in power want us to believe. So let's look at this article and then we'll finish up with some general chat. The latest sales figures from the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders show that fleet and business new car registrations were down 11.5% compared to April 2024. There were 74,171 new cars registered to fleet and business in the month, equating to a 61% market share. Private sales stood at 46,490 units, giving a combined new car market of 120,000, down 10.4%. So fleet sales are down and private sales are down. Year-to-date fleet and business car registrations stand at 426,000, which is up. So we are up overall, but we seem to be sliding down. Fleet sales were resilient last year, says Maria Bankson, UK mobility leader at EY. So the fact they're now facing a more challenging outlook is concerning. She said, with fleet being the less profitable channel for automakers, the persistence of sluggish retail sales presents a larger issue for the UK's automotive industry. And then it goes on to say, what role can big government play in supporting manufacturers? How many times have I said it? The government has pushed the manufacturers to go down a route that they don't want to go down with EU legislation, not just about EVs. I'm not just talking about EVs. It's lane assist. It's all of the crap that you now have to have on your car that A, makes your car less enjoyable to drive, and B, makes your car more expensive because it's got more tech on it. It's like they think that what they have in the citizens of this country is a constant cash cow that will never stop spending money and will never stop to think. But what is happening is people are realizing that stuff's getting expensive. We're going to the shop and we're going, oof, crikey, really? I got a takeaway the other night. It was 70 quid. 70 quid for a takeaway. I mean, when I buy a takeaway, I always buy like slightly more, so you've got some for the morning after. But when the guy said on the phone, that's 70, what was that? And that was 4 meals, 3 naan breads and 2 rice. 70 quid. It's getting insanely expensive to live in the UK, and we're seeing the knock-on effect in the economy. People will hold on to their old car for longer. And again, with the YouTube pay rates as well, because I have these conversations with other YouTubers and the MacMaster, we'll text each other every now and then and be like, crikey, the YouTube pay rates are terrible. What's going on? And Lee's quite positive about it all. He's very much like, oh, it'll pick up as the summer comes in. Well, we're in March now and the weather's good. And we were having this conversation in January. And I take more of a pragmatic approach and I go, well, if we're getting paid less off of our YouTube videos, then that means that the advertisers are paying less to YouTube. And the reason the advertisers are spending less is because they're making less money, which means the economy's knackered. So what do we do when you have a knackered economy? Well, I'll tell you what you don't do. Let me tell you what you don't do if your economy is knackered. What you don't do, why does everything end up back on little boats? What you don't do is invite people to your country that don't contribute to the economy and pay for everything that they could possibly need whilst putting them up in hotels and paying over the odds for rental properties so that the people that don't contribute can live in them, while people that do contribute can't find rental houses and end up leaving the country because it's cheaper to live abroad than it is to live in the UK. Can't remember what this video was about. The roads are knackered, which is weird because road tax and council tax have been going up year on year on year, and nothing's. I hate these moaning videos, but I'll probably get paid more for this video than I will for an auction video because I know that you all feel the same. And when I make a video that starts out as me saying, "Oh look, the roads are only going to last 15 years," and "Oh look, less cars are selling than normal," you end up in that final destination of, if you want the economy to be good, stop spending money on things that are bad. People wonder why Reform did so well in local elections. The people are skint and they've had enough. That's exactly it. I'm going to go make a cup of tea and work on my motorhome. Motorhome update video will be coming. And what else? I think that's it. I've bought a storage container. Our stuff's going in storage and we will be leaving in the motorhome. We're a month behind schedule. But you'll like the video of me buying my storage container because it's cheaper for me to buy an vehicle and pay to store the vehicle than it is for me to pay to store stuff in a storage container. So what I've essentially done is I've bought on Facebook Marketplace a storage container that's attached to a lorry, a van, truck, pickup thing, very cheaply. And it's from 1983, and you'll like it. It will make a fun video, and it was very cheap. And at some point, Ian will come round and we'll try and get it running. Not that I need it to run, because all I need it to do is lock and have our stuff in while we leave, because it's getting so expensive to be in the UK. And in the winter, the weather's not good enough for classic cars and having fun. Right, I'm not sure whether that video was any good. I thought it was pretty dour. If I sound like I'm a bit depressed, I'm not. I'm a bit tired. I maybe need a cup of tea. And it's frustrating looking at the direction that our country is going in. And I think I find it all the more frustrating when I come up to the barn and I work on the motorhome in the sunshine and I play some music and everything's good and happy. And you go, do you know what? Everything's going to be okay. And then you look at the news, and then you look at the economy, and then you look at the YouTube pay rates, and then you look at everything that's going on around that, and then you look at what's going on in all the hotels, and then you look at what's going on in the private rental market, and you look at what Serco are doing and giving 7-year contracts to landlords, and that's why we can't rent a house anywhere. And you go, oh, right, yeah, it's pretty nice up at the barn in the sun, working on my motorhome. And then outside of that little bubble, not so much. Anyway, let me know what you thought of that video. I thought it was rubbish. And I'm going to go... I've painted the motorhome, by the way. Well, Mrs. Geoff's done most of the painting, not going to lie. And my hands are clean, apart from that green bit there, which is a clue. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I forgot to add, and your mobile phone doesn't work anywhere that you go. And your mobile phone's always listening to you, and it's really annoying. We were driving along the motorway coming back from Cornwall, and we came past a motorhome, and the motorhome we're driving past on the back, on the rack, has got 2 of these ramps that you use for, like, if you're stuck in sand, big plastic ramp things. And I'm driving the car. My phone is, I don't even know where my phone is at this point. I'm driving the car. Kids are in the back. And I say, in a very, dad way to the kids, oh, look, boys, what do you think they use those for on the back of that motorhome? And the boys come up with some ideas, and then we discuss what they're actually used for. And now my Facebook feed is full of adverts from Temu trying to sell me motorhome ramps, exactly like what we saw. So I've never got any signal anywhere, but somehow my phone is always able to listen to my conversations. It's good, isn't it? Welcome to 2025. It's great.